the Meta's marketing towards how they are approaching towards AI and why they are approaching in that way. That's the important part. And it's simple. And when I connected all the dots, what and how they are trying to promote in is that sense now. So, if you know, last month, Meta announced they are making super personal super intelligence basically. you know Even Mark talked about in when he posted on threads, and also talked about in a blog. I think he posted himself, and we talked about it. And from reading that whole blog, I did not get anything. I did not connect the dots and where they are going with this super personal intelligence basically. So now it makes sense when I looked into last week's events and what happened. How they whatever they talked about in the event, and it just makes sense now. So basically, is working on glasses for like past 3 years. These are the third generation of AI glasses they are working on, and the first generation of the sports glasses they launched, and the first generation that is Meta Ray-Ban display glasses. So, and we talked about then how actually good they are, and actually how uh, insane and really responsive, how whatever in the technology part and features part, we talked about it in the last podcast. If you want to know about it, check that out. But let's talk about the why they are pushing this super personal intelligence. So basically, glasses, Meta is pushing, like I said, headsets. They are working on headsets, XR headsets for years now. And one of the reasons they are working on headsets, and one of the reasons they are working on glasses, is because they want to get into this category that it is in the future. So basically, glasses, Meta headsets, or Ray-Ban display glasses are one of those things, one of those accessories are so widely used, and I have to use glasses ultimately because I can't see without them, and so I need glasses. So glasses are one of the personal that you use on regular basis, for at least for the people who have eye problems. But apart from it, glasses are accessories for a lot of people, goggles, and that's why they tapped into the market a couple of years ago on working on this kind of glasses. And that's why the reason they are working on these glasses is because this market of glasses is already big. It's a $1 billion market already out there. People use glasses because it's one of the most important things for me, at least for the people like me, and people who just want people who just use it as kind of a fashion, just kind of a looks. The reason to work hard on these glasses is because to integrate AI and get onto the market of this $1 billion industry early. Because Meta and Mark regrets not jumping into the market of smartphones early in the industry in 2010s, and early market industry where for the smartphones were booming too much. And they also did not jump on the market of basically PCs too. Basically how he talked about how PCs are open world and mobile market is closed source, open source, and that's why also last year they took a stance about making AI and AI models open source. Because they again wanted to do something different from their competitors, from what OpenAI is doing, from Gemini is both of their competitors are doing there. Because making something that is alternative is always makes sense in terms of marketing and in terms of selling to people. And that's why when OpenAI and Google Gemini were selling their API models and subscription models, on the other side, Meta was approaching towards open source model and how AI should be open source. and open source and be used in a lot of stuff all around the world, and that's why the llama models of there is open source for all around the world, and still and that's why they have gotten a lot of access to, like, AI is being used and will be used, getting used in the defense model in the US, in the American defense system. We talked about in the last, not last episode, 6 months ago, when they launched it actually. So yeah, like you can see that how Meta is trying to make a different approach than everybody else. Like I said, closed approach, open approach. That's why they needed a term, something called personal superintelligence. The reason why they term it personal superintelligence, because you can see in their product, these glasses are personal, close to you, rather than the phones in front of you, or in hand of you, always in front of you. And you can, at least you can switch your phone and keep it side, but these glasses are always on your face, and like I said, it's kind of an accessory to you that you need it to use it, at least for me. And a lot of people use glasses on daily basis on out too, as an accessory too. So like I said, it's personal, and the whole super intelligence kind of an word comes from how their live AI feature they demoed on the stage 2 weeks ago in the MetaConnect event, where in a video you can see how the concept of Meta AI Live basically is, it will always see what you see. Basically AI Live, the feature where it will be always tracking whatever you will be seeing and recording and analyzing stuff all around you. And whenever you ask a question to Meta, it will be know what you have watched, because it's obviously all your eyes and it has already seen it, and you can just ask question in front of you and what it is, and it will know it will remember it. And from that alone feature, you can just see how they are trying to make a personal AI assistant, basically, that is fits right into your accessories, that is called glasses. They are trying to tap into that market. That's why they are calling it personal superintelligence, because their products, they are selling it on their products. Their products feel personal to use. Their products feel marketing in terms of how AI they are is superintelligence, definitely, because what they are showing right now is obviously not available, and they even Mark tells it in the event that the AI live feature will not be available to all people, or even it will be not even be available to next couple of months too. So you can just see and get a glance from it what they are trying to show you, and how the personal superintelligence just gets attached with their own models and products they are making, basically. And that's why basically this different approach what others are doing not help them, but we just will get eyeballs towards them, because a lot of people on the internet, you can just go and see, yeah, that product is cool, but just because the Meta is making that product, people are just concerned about how how it will be turned out in the future by getting some random features that are definitely bad, and it will just get approved and people will use it. That's why people concerned about Meta is like they have always ignored people's you can say reports about how bad stuff is, and you see that what the actual problem is, and people on the internet know it. That's the basic comment that all I have seen, even in the MetaConnect lives on the comment section on YouTube too. So that's why they want to get into the market early on. And one of the reasons why he was happy when Apple Vision Pro got into the market, because Before that, the amount of hype for headsets were nowhere near. People talk and always talk about when Apple gives out a new kind of accessories, new kind of stuff, and people they have a lot of eyeballs towards it. And when Apple Vision Pro got launched, he was one of the most, I will say, the happiest person because there was no competition for Meta, and there were not people interested to buy it what it was at least, you know. And when Apple introduced Vision Pro at $3,500, he was just happy because his product was for $500, gives same similar kind of a feature. Even though Apple Vision Pro's XR is way much better, the eye tracking is very much better, but like you can just see how he even made a video in that same week when launched, and how he talked about how Vision Pro is so much worse compared to his Meta Quest. Obviously, he will say the Vision Pro is obviously not good, and it is good, but the pricing of it and the use case of it obviously was not a better idea. And like I said, it's a long-term game that Apple is also playing in headsets. So Meta, you can say, has always and now is always trying to be, and Meta is trying to be ahead of the curve. Basically, Meta get into the markets early in terms of AI, and they are working hard to push these products. You can see how glasses they are doing it for a couple of years now, but the Ray-Ban display glasses, was last year's what we call Orion. Basically, how they launched Orion and showed it was just a thick glasses, and how XR on the glasses was working on. And then this year, they just launched it in kind of an Ray-Ban display glasses. So they are working hard and fast to push this technology further and further, and to get an alternate towards what Apple is working and towards what other companies are working. Because Meta is burning a lot of money, AI products market, I will say, because there hasn't been a significant, product or significant, like you can tell, like, okay, that is what AI will be doing, and the aha moment, for the people on general audience and people to get interested in AI, like what happened is not happening with the AI. Not all companies are just jumping on the AI curve, because it's first of all an expensive investment that are these companies getting. Meta is burning billions of dollars. Marks even talk about how they will be they don't even care burning billions of dollars. That's how he first of all build glasses, and that's how he built by burning billions of dollars, because a lot of research goes on there. And what he's ultimately trying to do is trying to get ahead and trying to get these products out as soon as possible, so that when even Apple gets or even Samsung or even Google, these other big three companies that are on the headsets, Google is working on their own XR glasses that we saw this year, or even how Samsung is working on their own headset XR Access. That is the project Mohan they are working on. You can see all companies are ultimately working on the background, but the forefront is right now the Meta, who is delivering these products hardcore and fast enough. That's the reason, like, they want to stay ahead, and they also want these companies to push too. Like, they will be one of the most happiest people be launching another Vision Pro. They will be the happiest when Google will be launching Google XR, because right now what kind of technology the Meta is launching right now, that's the Ray-Ban display, is one of those things where it is so new, and to get now people, I'm not talking about people, how people just shifted towards mobile industry, because it was one of those first of all tech and a product where it was such, I will say, where it was one of the first products I will say one of the first. Before that, people didn't have something that can sit around them for everywhere wherever they go, and can just call people and can just do of like photos, videos, and you can make a lot of like notes. That was kind of an nowhere near before that. And now to let people switch from mobile to first of all glasses or even get into those glasses is one of the hardest tasks for Meta is. That's why they are also hoping that in a couple of years now these companies also will join them in the competition. But this competition will last as an accessory for even years too. Even if these kind of products that these metas or even like even let's say all other companies get into it, the people are now has now gotten smarter, and they don't want to use accessories just because it is out there, unless and until the accessories are not good, unless and until the accessories is not helping them in any way, they are not going to use it, because Vision Pro, Meta glasses, these are one of those techs products right now and will be for next couple of years as a fun feature for a lot of people. They that those gadgets or those products are not alternative to your phones. First of all, even the Meta glasses too, even though it is lightweight and on your face and you can text people and even do it. Some people will totally not get to it because they have this smartphone and people are getting general not away from tech. People are getting just smarter, and people are getting to know these companies is that there's like people will not get into something that is not just helping them, but yeah, they will definitely buy it just for fun. Like even I will buy the Meta glasses for fun and use it, but I like just by thinking of it, will I be using it on a regular basis? I don't know. So there is literally no kind of accessory like that that is again useful to me and useful to like a lot of people will be thinking like me too. So and it for them for people to make it kind of their primary device, it's all again a really long shot. A lot of people will not want to use, and even if people want to use it, the product is still not there. There are a lot of things to even the recent display glasses needs to be work done there. So that's why I think they are just the reason they are pushing it so hard is they just want to just ahead 2 steps ahead, and they want these companies to launch this so that they can promote their stuff, and they want to get into the product market. You can see after a long period, they Meta did not get into the laptop market, PC market, or even like I said, smartphone market for years. Now the accessory market, what it is right now, the glasses and the watches, they're definitely working on the watches too, because the neural band that we saw on the Ray-Ban display glasses that will be infused with a watch. So if you get a watch and those glasses, you will not need, I think, the separate neural band, and I think that's how they will be doing it. But like I said, they are working on it because they want to get into because they know that the social media platforms, they are getting a lot of money, or even a lot of people are getting on these social media apps. Like more than 3 billion people are using Instagram right now, and the reason why a lot of people are hopping onto it is because yes, the experience is good. Even though I talk about how the Instagram is getting better and just they are ripping out all the features from all the other platforms, that is from Snapchat, and from TikTok it was basically Reels, and they are even prepared if even the TikTok gets banned. They like I talked about in the January how TikTok was just getting so close to ban, and in just that 1 month they released so many features on Instagram, and they introduced a whole new app just for editing videos, just for editing vertical videos for the Instagram, just like what Twitter has, you know. And that's how they work. They work basically. Okay, this is where they see the profit, they need to get on it. That's how they work. That's how they are one of the people we always talk about. I always talk about are one of those companies where they get a profit, where they will get a profit from other people's mistakes or other people's competition. So same will happen with the glasses, and that's why they are pushing so hard these Ray-Ban glasses and a lot of other stuff. So let's see what happens in whole category. I'm just interested of what new companies are getting. Like, I want to see what a lot of other companies will be getting into it. Like, it's obvious that Samsung is getting into it, and Google and Apple. Those are just giants companies. I'm just interested who who a person gets into, like, not a person, a new company gets into this stuff to get to a kind of a competition to these companies. And yeah, that's it. That is what I want to talk about the Ray-Ban display glasses and why they are so much pushing it hard.